I'll work harder than everybody else. And if everybody else wants to get 8 hours of sleep and work 9 to 5, that's cool. I'm going to sleep 4 hours and live my dream. And I want to say to all the women out there, you can get back in shape. And you can get back in shape within the first year. And you should be able to. Social media is great in one aspect. Social media allows us to get in touch with everybody. The bad part about social media is everybody has an opinion and gives their 2 cents. So he is the actual size, they say, of a 3-year-old, and he's just over a year now. He's 3 feet 2 inches. He is 34 pounds, but it's a lean 34 pounds. And he's got those Mona shoulders. And he's got a Christmas tree already. Man, he's fun. Notes, working as a team, raising a child, being able to continue your fitness and not slipping. That was our focus. Her focus was to continue to raise him how her and I agreed on this. I even bickered with the doctors. And I'm like, Doc, that's not the proper nutrition. He goes, well, the way you're saying it is right, but nobody's going to do that. And I'm like, Doc, we'll do that. We'll do that. We're good with that. And he's like, you guys are crazy. And we got this little doctor, tiny little guy.
Really?
The baby, he's tiny. And Doc's like, by 2, he's going to be bigger than me. I'm like, that's right, Doc. That's the goal. So
let me ask you, with now having Titan, like, not what's changed for you, how has it impacted your life in a different way to add value to you?
Ooh, I'll give credit to Heath on this one a little bit. We went to church with him this one weekend, and the church didn't burn down, which was amazing. That I walked in and it didn't burn down. So yeah, right. So the guy was talking, and he had a great wit about him, and he said something that struck just right to my core, and it made me think about my parents and so on. And so my parents were great. They raised 10 kids. Now, see, I can't even fathom that. Both parents worked, raised 10 kids, didn't complain, never saw them fight. There was food on the table. Sure, we helped out, by the time we were 9 years old, paper routes and stuff like that. But I had a great, I knew I had a house to come home to, food on the table, clothes, school. I'll do the rest. I'll work my ass off to whatever I got. But their ceiling was my floor. And when he talked about that on stage this weekend that we went to with Heath, the guy was saying that his ceiling is his child's floor. And I'm sitting there thinking about, wow, what me and Mona have accomplished will be what Titan gets to start with. And I'm sitting there, not just the physical aspect, but the whole concept of the what we've learned, the mind approach about world isn't fair, and if you think it is, then you're just looking for a handout and you're a baby, or you're a snowflake as they call them today. And he won't grow up with that mentality. He'll grow up going, I got to fight for everything I want. I'm not going to get anything handed to me. I'm going to work my freaking ass off, and I'll work harder than everybody else. And if everybody else wants to get 8 hours of sleep and work 9 to 5, that's cool. I'm going to sleep 4 hours and live my dream. That mentality and the foundation that we believe in and how we want to move forward is going to be how he's raised and wants to live his life. And I love that the circle of friends that we have are all the same kind of thing. Yeah. So it was just, it was an interesting statement, because everything you're working for and do is now going to be what they take and run with.
Legacy.
Yeah. So there was different stages in my life where, the young 20-year-old selfish want to be the greatest bodybuilder, powerlifter, martial artist, and TV guy in the world. And that can only go so long. And then I lost my mom and my dad. And Josh Barnett said, now do it for your last name. And that gave me a whole new passion and motivation. Like, now do it for the name. And that meant more than that selfish kid. And then now it's just that other step that everybody says, and it's cliche. Now I do it for my kids. Well, it's kind of fun to be able to do it for your kids. It's kind of fun to be able to have something and hand it off to somebody that you love and go, all right, I took this as far as I got it. Now you take this and even go further. You know, being a first generation American like Mona, coming over from a civil war from Romania and creating her own millions here in America, not even speaking the language. You know, America is the greatest place on earth to me.
Yep.
And to our family. And then I was a second generation from Ireland, and to create this, and then Titan to take this and move on. And I'm just proud. I'm proud to see what I can accomplish now at this stage, and see how he takes this and runs with it.
You know, it's funny. I've seen in you a positive change in you.
Now you're just saying that now.
No, I mean that, Mike. It's funny because, you know, you shifted, because it's funny when you get a kid and you go through the process, it's like your content even has changed a bit more, because Michael Hearn's, you know, he's built his name over 30 years, right? Michael Hearn's not going to change. That legacy is there forever. But how you represent your legacy, you know, how you bring forth the different energy, you know, how your impact has changed in your content, it shifted, you know, from more, not just about Michael Hearn, about Michael Hearn's legacy and impact to other people in service, you know? And I've noticed that in you, and I'm like, oh, I love where he's going with this, you know? It connects to me differently in a way that I'm like, I'm so happy to see you doing that, because you get more people relating to you now.
Well, I mean, I appreciate you saying that from the outside looking in. I like that you see that.
I do, man. Yeah.
So, and I know
training with you again and making it lift a little bit less than I can, so I can out muscle you once more time.
you got to get back down real quick, because Mona's being a freak. Let's jump over to that.
Heath isn't invited. He has to wait his turn.
Yeah, Heath is out.
You know, yeah, he's out.
But Mona, it's been a year now, and she won the universe. You know, she's a pro IFBB, businesswoman, all that kind of stuff. She's in better shape right now than she's ever been in her career. She's in better shape walking around the gym. We just were doing some filming the other day, and she's in better shape now than when she actually won the universe. And I'm sitting there just, holy shnikes. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, one aspect is she's getting a ton of cardio in, because she's walking around with a 35-pound knapsack on her all day long, you know? So there's that. And then also, you know, her metabolism is ridiculous as is. But a beautiful thing happened with the baby. It even sped it up even more, which is awesome. In our process going through the baby, I love that she was willing, because you will understand this. And I think Jeffrey, who you saw earlier, we call him D-ball. I don't know why that is, but we call him D-ball.
No reason whatsoever.
No reason whatsoever. You know, 5'5", 240 pounds. Hey.
5'4".
5'4", okay.
Oh, 5'4", we missed it.
So sorry. But we were filming her and all this stuff, and I'm sitting there thinking about this, and you'll get this. You get the 20-year-old mothers, and you've worked with them and trained them and stuff like that. And they say, hey, I can't get rid of this body, you know, the baby fat that I had. Well, how old's your kid now, and when was it? Well, my kid was 12 years ago. But that's the concept. That's the casual concept, which social media is great in one aspect. Social media allows us to get in touch with everybody. The bad part about social media is everybody has an opinion and gives their 2 cents. And so you got a whole bunch of unexperienced, maybe they read books, but if you're repeating a book and that's all you got for an experience, you absolutely know nothing.
Agreed.
Einstein was it Einstein that said education will get you so far, experience finishes it?
Yep.
And I want to say to all the women out there, you can get back in shape, and you can get back in shape within the first year, and you should be able to. Also, the fact of going through the pregnancy, I noticed in social media, there's such a push for mothers to stay in shape during the pregnancy.
Yep.
Now, to me, I want to know your opinion first.
Well, what Jen did is it was always baby first and take Jen first. So it's like, what's going to take care of the baby to take care of that baby's health? Nutrition, water, omega oils, enough proteins, and you got to get the calories in. You know this, Lona. You eat more calories, period. So she was just like, I got to eat, take care of this kid.
So you're an incubator, right?
Yeah, of course you are.
Feed yourself, and then and I'll get these experts. These experts will go, no, but do not overfeed. You just take in just a little bit more, just a wafer more, and you are fine. And I'm sitting there going, I don't want to freaking redline this. I don't want it to be moderately good. I want the kid to eat. If there's extra nutrients and it goes on to mama and mama gets fat, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Mostly because we pulled her completely off of lifting. Because she's a mid 40-year-old woman having a baby, so it's even riskier at that point to keep it. And so we said no lifting. Be happy, be stress-free, and eat. Now, what's lucky is Mona is an eater, and she went to an extreme eater.